Hey guys, James from TFBTV over here at the Kel-Tec booth on the SHOT Show floor, SHOT Show 2022. Got my buddy Chad with me. Chad, we have the brand new P-15. I gotta say, I was super stoked about this. When I visited you guys this past summer, you had just turned these out. Really glad to see that they're actually making it to the show, because you guys I mean, these got lost in shipping, right?
Yeah, I think you're one of the first people, maybe the first person to see it. Nobody from the outside world has seen this thing yet. So when you came down and saw it, I think you and I both saw it together for the first time. So that's kind of cool.
Dude, that was a flex. That was
also, this is my first interview of the show. So
all right, yeah, there it is.
Dude,
I know.
There's
We love
some chemistry and magic.
Oh, for sure. No, it's we love each other. I mean, really, it's more of a lust, like a sweaty lust. So, speaking of which, let's get the P-15s.
Yeah. So P-15 is new for 2022. We're actually going to release this second quarter. Will be the polymer version of it. Actually, I think they're going to actually release the steel version as well. So there's two different variants of this gun. So you got a polymer version. We've got a metal version as well. Metal frame one feels really nice in the hand. It comes with those wood grips. Downside of that, it doesn't have a pick rail on the bottom, whereas the polymer version does. Both have the same firing mechanism. It's a striker fire pistol, first time for us, which is kind of neat. Holds 15+1, and they're saying that it's the smallest and lightest double stack 9mm on the planet.
I wouldn't shock me, because you guys really do push the envelope, just like you did with really this gun's predecessor, the P-11.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if they were even trying to do that. They just drew the gun up and made it, and it just happened to turn out to be the smallest one.
And that really is the takeaway here, is that this is the smallest, lightest 15+1 round gun, because you guys are essentially, you've just taken a microcompact, which is the P-11, basically was like the granddaddy of the microcompacts that you're seeing out in the market today. You guys have just taken that and stretched it out a little bit, like longer barrel, more capacity, and you made it striker fired, because honestly, that was one of the big complaints about the P-11.
Yeah, the P-11 had a horrible trigger,
It truly did.
Yeah, and we never said it didn't. We never sold the gun as having an awesome trigger in it, but it was really good for dry fire practice. That thing was awesome, because my trigger finger was really good.
Yeah, dude. I mean, my forearms would be smoked after about 12 pulls of the trigger on the original P-11.
It was a little rough, and it was very light and had a lot of recoil, but it was a really kind of prehistoric design, for us. It was one of George's first designs. So we've obviously come a long way. Technology's come a long way. Materials have come a long way. So you're going to get some really nice sights in this thing. It's super thin.
Are they going to be all night sights? I mean, I noticed both of these copies.
They are, yeah, night sights. So you have tritium and you'll have a light pipe. So that's kind of nice. So
it looks also optics ready, right?
It is optics ready, yep.
Now this is really interesting. We've got this copy that Adrian just brought us, and it isn't really like a plate system. It's almost like the entire rear of the slide is replaced to accommodate different optic mounts.
Yeah, and so what it looks like to me is that you can actually keep your existing rear sight system separate. Put it in the safe somewhere. So if you want to put it back on, or you give the gun to a relative and you want to keep your optic, then you just switch it out. That's what it looks like to me. So.
This one, you've got like a Shield RMSC, but I guess you guys were saying you're going to try to come out with as many of these little. I mean, they're not plates. It's slide portions. Yeah, this is really interesting.
It's just a matter of manufacturing this rear cover to match the hole pattern on the optics, so we can really make one for just about anything.
And while I've got the all-metal one, are we talking a steel frame or an aluminum frame? Feels like aluminum to me.
Yes, it's aluminum frame and then steel upper. Yep.
Chad, talk to me about price and availability. How much are these going to cost? When are they going to be available?
All right, so the polymer version is going to MSRP at $425. The all-metal version will MSRP at $795.
And they're going to be available, what, Q1, Q2?
Q1, we're going to start shipping both versions of this, but as usual, we have to spool up. So Q2 will be in full production.
Chad, this is actually really exciting stuff, as usual from you guys. It seems like you always have something in store. I mean, George is just working around the clock.
He does. If you guys don't know, if you haven't watched the tour video, he comes in every single morning, 8 o'clock, and leaves at 4 o'clock, just like everybody else, and he hates taking vacations, so he's constantly working. Yeah.
A man who loves his job, just like my good friend Chad over here. Guys, thanks a ton for watching TFBTV. Stay tuned. We're bringing you more SHOT Show coverage. Another really cool feature about this, if you have the original 12-round P-11 magazines, they're flush fit with the P-15. These guns are going to come with a 15-round magazine and a 12-round magazine. This is the 15. It's got an ambi mag release. Actually, it's a reversible ambi mag release. So right now, it's configured on the left-hand side, but you can just flip it over. Striker fired, meaning that this trigger is way better. I mean, I'm feeling like 4.5 pounds, way better than what you had in the P-11. Night sights come as standard, very aggressive forward and rear slide serrations, 4-inch barrel. Polymer version is going to have the Picatinny rail. The aluminum frame version will not. It's also got a grip safety, and by the way, if you're unfortunate enough to live in California, you will still be able to get this gun. It's going to come with two 10-round magazines.